Boom, what's up everybody? Rage Cage 20 here. Back when continuing our journey through Jonathan Young's 2015 stuff. Playlist, whatever you want to call it. Today I'm a little bit confused at what we have here. We have Big Sean cover, I think. I Don't Fuck With You. Now, I went and looked up Big Sean because for all Jonathan Young stuff, because a lot of stuff he covers I've never really heard before, so I like to have comparisons between the two, so I know kind of what I'm looking for and whatnot. It seemed to held with 2014 Jonathan Young, so I'm continuing with the 2015 Jonathan Young. So I went and listened to it, and I mean, it could be said not what I expected to hear. Something like, you stupid ass little bitch, I don't fuck with you. Pretty crazy, brutal rap song in there. So apparently John and Travis got Travis back. He's done quite a few videos with him in 2014. I was going to do a metal version of I Don't Fuck With You. Unless I found the wrong song, I don't see how this one's going to unfold. But interested to find out. So let's get into it. I Don't Fuck With You. Big Sean, Pump Goes Pop style. Which, if it's a metal cover, but also goes pop, but it's punk, but that makes me think again. I found the wrong Big Sean, wrong song. But we'll find out together. Yeah, E40, yeah, that. Yeah, if the word fuck offends you, turn back now. Yeah, there's a lot of cussing in this song. So, okay, won't pause it again. Let's let it go. Oh. No, there's more. There's a lot more. There's a minute more. No, that's the end. Oh, this is a song we cover. Good one. I believe that was 2014. Let's just jump around here. Oh, I didn't know he had a gaming channel. Interesting, fascinating. Oh, no! Okay. Yep. Okay. So yeah, no, that was the right song. They didn't add in E40's lines in there. It's fine. That's such a random song to make kind of like punk metal, because it definitely had a punk feel to it. But it was definitely metal. And it's very interesting to have Travis all the way through, because that's not been past experiences with Travis in certain song the covers that they've done. But he usually just gets like a solo in the middle kind of thing, and then joins like the end. So it was cool to have Travis all the way through on that. Also hearing some of Jonathan's rare but occasional screams in a piece. Really awesome. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating that is the song that was chosen to be covered. I mean, honestly, like, it sounded pretty good. Honestly, sounded pretty good. I mean, I think what really saved it and made it actually really catchy and sounds really good is that fucking guitar riff in there. We'll look at that. But yeah, I don't. It's one of those like shock songs. It's like I don't really got a lot to say about that. So like, let's just go back through it, I guess. Okay. So I got a few things written here. We'll just start with the first two. I think it was a little bit into it, at least within the first 30-45 seconds. I noted John was screaming in there as well, which I thought was really cool. His screams were definitely a little bit high pitched and a little more like crazy and manic when he'd come in. I think he was just having fun with it, which is awesome. And that was also sound like there was like a triplet in there or something that was breaking up the tempo and made it sound really interesting and whatnot. So I want to listen for those two things right out the gate within the first 30-45 seconds here. So that's the guitar riff that I mentioned in later, around 50 seconds in, because it goes back in. But it's just so catchy. Just, yeah, this is beautiful, very nice, clean guitar riff in there. I like that. I don't fuck with you. Now, there was a comment in the comment section saying something like it gets the message across a little bit better when it's metal. And I mean, part of that, I definitely agree, because it's like you're taking these words and you're screaming it at somebody. You know what I mean? Because like this early part in here, he's not going to a full scream. It's just kind of like yelling that's breaking into a little bit of vocal fry. So it really sounds like you're just screaming this out at somebody, like in a way that does kind of get the message across a little bit more clearer. And just kind of like, if you're feeling this way about somebody, whether it's like, you know, someone that you want to date or not, or an ex or anything like that, it might just be like somebody you just dislike in general. It's going to be a very therapeutic way to scream out some of your feelings. So, very interesting take. It's kind of switch up that this song has when you start screaming it. Fascinating. And you can definitely tell that John's kind of having a little bit of fun with the scream and whatnot. That's why it sounds a little bit more maybe manic, with just a little bit more like craziness to it. But that higher pitch difference between the two of them screaming. Very nice there. Let's listen for this rhythm breakdown. We haven't heard it yet. That was doom 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 doom. I think is what I heard. I think it's like 6 notes. Doom, 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 doom. Thing. Ta 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 ta. Yeah, 2 sets of triplets there. Ta 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 ta. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Give me that again. Nice triplets to kind of like slow down the tempo, but keep it at the same speed. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's fucking nice. That's fucking nice right there. All right, so we got into the verse here now. It gets a little bit faster, and this is kind of that punk feel and energy coming out into the song. It just starts fucking rocking, just starts fucking kicking it, and the screaming gets more. It gets more into screaming. You can actually hear the kind of the hollow airiness to the scream coming out. And then when I say the riff, I mentioned the riff is really catchy. Every time that riff comes back in, it kind of breaks up the heaviness that's going on and makes it sound like really. It brings in back in that catchiness and that groove to it, and so I think it's really nice when you get into this heavier section and then break it back up. I think that's really smart. Then there's a high pitched scream in there. Plus I don't give a fuck. Well, I spelled it. I put it as IDGAF, but I assume the way they said I don't give a fuck, I think is what I just marking for that. So high pitched scream, riff coming back in, I don't give a fuck. Something about that within the next couple seconds here. Get that, the guitar coming back in. Yeah, John gets kind of has that higher sounding scream in there, and he like really drives into it, and even has some like, I won't say silliness, but like over exaggeration on the end of it. It's very catchy. Sounds really good actually. Kind of what I mean by like over exaggerating it and just getting silly with it, but it also sounds really good at the same time. I love that. And there's the triplets coming back in. Right there. I like that rhythm switch up, dun, 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 and they're kind of singing along, screaming along with that rhythm change up. That's really nice. That sounds good. That. Actually, this might be E40's riff, isn't it? I don't know if it was E40's line or not. I can't really remember what he said now, but this might have been his. Anyways, not important. Yeah, around 120 said rising, which we're already kind of past. Rising pitches, and then it drops down, and then at the end around 2, whatever the fuck I put there. Looks like 288. But I think I just fucked around. So that, I mean, that does. That was our 2 8s. I think I meant 1 to be a 1. I think I meant 218. No fucking idea. Anyways, yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, the pitches start rising here. And then it drops down. So let's see what that means. Right. Yeah, it sounds like it's moving up like step by step. They're raising the notes like little by little in pitch until it gets to that like deep demonic growl sound there when they just drop it down, drop the beat down to it. Yeah, really drops down into that just straight demonic growl in there. Very fucking interesting. Let's let it keep playing out a little bit. And then again, that guitar rip just keeps coming back in to like lift the heaviness that's happening around it. Very fucking cool. Two something, I don't know. So we're just gonna go 2 minutes to see if we can find out where it happens. So it's having that same da 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 da, but it's like the heavier, the screaming it more, just kind of bringing it somewhere else. Very interesting. It was supposed to be a 1. I'm happy that I was right about that. Anyways, yeah, it just brings it down to this very completely contrasting outro here compared to the rest of the song and its crazy punk metal blasting energy, and just kind of it's like a little bit softer, slower, and it's just everything's come down. It's a very interesting outro here. It's almost kind of like a not necessarily mocking, but a joking way to kind of end it out. Like, not that it is a joke; it's not taken seriously or anything. It's just like, uh, just everything that's going down. Just like it's as almost as if you were singing this to the person themselves. Like you're having an argument with them, and you just start like singing to them. I don't give a fuck about you. You know, it's almost like you're fucking with the person in a way. It's very interesting to hear this musically. He has a little bit of Hitchhiker thumb too. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways, very interesting cover of a very interesting song. I liked it though. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. I think it's just kind of like a fun little song. I don't know if it was intended to be like a super serious cover or not, but I think they did a really great job with it. Yeah. So I mean, overall, short video here, but like, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to go into. I think they're just having fun with a very interesting song and decided to go just super metal with it. They had some great contrasting parts in there, amazing riff to really break up the heaviness of the song. So even with it feeling like it's kind of maybe a little bit more of a sillier cover, it still took it seriously musically, and I think that's smart, it's clever. That's how you make. It's not how like you can make a fun cover, but also do it seriously at the same time. And I think this is a great example of that. And it just makes it go from just like, oh, this is funny, to like, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, really well done. I enjoyed it. Don't remember what's next. Do not have that information up in front of us here. Let's see if I can find it within a minute. Oh, that's a tall order if this bitch doesn't rise up immediately. It took exactly 40 seconds for it to pop up. I don't know about you, but for me, that's a little too fucking long. Oh, I had it up the whole time. Like, not the thing I was intending to bring up. But no, like I remember I have the next like 3 Next two Jonathan Young songs up on right next to these videos. So we're doing the next two El Dorado songs, the Trailway Blaze and the Road to El Dorado theme song. Those are the next two. They're next. We're not skipping any. Nope, not skipping any. Actually, there's only a few that I've heard before from 2015. That is He Lives in You, Prince Ali, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, One Jump Ahead, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Those are the only 5 from 2015 that I've actually heard. So the rest should be interesting. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.